starting to wonder if my boyfriend trusts me at all, because apparently taking birth control means I'm planning to cheat on him. My boyfriend and I have been together officially for 6 months, but we were friends long before that. Overall, things have been great, but recently we had a conversation that honestly left me feeling confused and frustrated. Ever since I first started having periods, they've been extremely irregular. It's something I've talked to doctors about for years. More than once, they recommended birth control pills to help regulate them, but I never really committed to the idea because I wasn't sexually active and figured I could just deal with it. Well, recently that changed. My boyfriend and I became sexually active. At the beginning, we were careful and always used condoms, but if I'm being completely honest, we slowly stopped using them. We both knew relying on the pull-out method was risky, but we convinced ourselves we were being careful enough. Deep down, though, I was constantly stressed. Every late period sent me into panic mode. Every cramp made me wonder if I was pregnant, and because my periods are already irregular, it's impossible for me to know what's normal anymore. Eventually, I talked to my doctor again, and she once again brought up birth control pills. Not only would they help regulate my periods, but they would also give me some peace of mind and make me feel safer overall. Honestly, it seemed like a win-win situation, so I brought it up to my boyfriend, expecting a normal conversation. Instead, he immediately shut me down. His exact words were, "I don't like that at all." At first, I thought he was worried about side effects or maybe concerned about my health. Nope. Apparently, in his mind, birth control means I'm somehow preparing to cheat on him. I just sat there staring at him. Like what? I told him that birth control is prescribed for plenty of reasons besides preventing pregnancy. Women take it for irregular periods, painful periods, hormone imbalances, acne, and all kinds of medical reasons. But it was like he wasn't hearing any of it. He kept acting weird and saying he didn't like the idea. Meanwhile, this is the same guy who is perfectly fine not using condoms anymore. The same guy who knows we've been relying on the pull-out method. The same guy who agreed that getting pregnant right now would completely change our lives. After I expressed how worried I was about pregnancy, he did agree to start using condoms again, which I appreciated. But I still feel like birth control would help me physically and mentally. I'd feel safer. I'd feel less anxious. And my periods might finally become regular after years of dealing with unpredictability. But somehow, instead of supporting me, he's acting like I'm betraying him. And honestly, that hurts. Because if taking medication recommended by my doctor makes him think I'm planning to cheat, then does he actually trust me? I've never given him a reason not to. I'm not asking for permission. It's my body. But I do want support from the person I love. I want him to understand that birth control isn't some secret pass to go sleep with random people. And honestly, if I wanted to cheat, not being on birth control wouldn't magically stop me anyway. That's what makes this whole thing feel so ridiculous. Part of me thinks he's just immature and doesn't understand how birth control actually works. But another part of me is wondering if this says something bigger about how he views trust and relationships. Because I'm trying to solve a medical problem and reduce our risk of pregnancy. And somehow he's turned it into a loyalty test. I love him, but I'm honestly struggling to understand why the idea of me taking medication recommended by my doctor bothers him so much. So now I'm left wondering, am I not explaining this properly? Or is the real issue that my boyfriend simply doesn't trust me? If you think trust should matter more than insecurity, hit that like button. And tell me honestly, would you be concerned if your partner thought birth control automatically meant cheating?